Isn't it hard for a doctor who takes that oath to administer life to help people die?
Well, it's not to help them die. See, everyone's got this backwards. It's to relieve them of their intolerable and unending suffering. The patient's wish. See, that's not my wish. And that's what Hippocrates says. It says, you are the servant of the patient. The servant. But doctors today consider themselves, you know, the overlord of the patient. They've got that twisted backwards. So I've got to do what the patient requires. So I always felt that their wish comes first, no matter what.
You knew you were breaking the law, right?
Oh, yes.
Right. Why did you knowingly do that?
The same reason Rosa Parks did it. She knew that was a right of hers, and so I knew this is a right of mine. These are natural rights.
Why is suicide against the law?
Because the law says you can't do it, and the law...
Let's go back historically.
The government has the force to make sure you don't do it.
Is that a religious law?
Partly. It's based religion. That's, you see, all these were abortion, euthanasia. You know, the church didn't oppose abortion way back. And then suddenly, somewhere in the early dark ages, they set out that's against God's will. That's the sanctity of life. You're infringing it. So the law, they dictated the law in the old days. The church controlled the secular law. The authorities are intelligent, but out of some kind of religious conviction or philosophy, they act contrary to what human nature is, and I think deep down they all know that this is what they would want if they were in that situation, but they got to uphold the law. And their loyalty to law is more important than their loyalty to human rights. You know, I'm like Jefferson and Madison and Franklin. They were deists. They weren't Christians. See? And to them, reason was important. You see, the founding fathers of this country based everything on natural rights, not enacted rights, not statutory rights. We are based on statutory rights, and you know why? Because tyranny flourishes under statutory rights, but cannot flourish under natural rights. That's why natural rights are kept hidden.